What up, YouTube? Barry Bonds here, and today I'm here to help you figure out what the root cause of performance issues are on your system and what you need to do to test your system and its hardware to get the most performance that you can get out of Fortnite or any other game. So it's very simple. Today we are using a program called CapFrameX. This is by far the best software that I have ever used. And when you boot it up for the first time, you're going to see under capture, capture hotkey. Set it to something that you want. I put mine to F10 because for F11 it makes Fortnite like come out of full screen. It's really annoying. So switch it to F10 or something. Okay, so once we do that, we're going to go into our comparison results because I've already ran these tests. I'm going to show you guys how to do this test after. But first, we're going to look at 457.30 with HD textures installed. I ran HD textures installed because I was having issues with them uninstalled on this driver because it was stuttering. So I don't know what the results are with HD textures gone. I don't really care. This driver is praised as the best driver on 3000 series currently. So we have 245.3 on the overall, 213.7 on the 1%, and the 0.1s at 111.3. Trash. 466.11 with HD textures, not much better. So as you can see, HD textures just aren't it, boys. And this is in performance mode. Now we're going to look at the driver that is praised as the best by content creators like It's Jirian, and apparently he says all the other big guys in the Fortnite community say that this is the driver. But here's the thing. That is misinformation as far as I am concerned, because everybody's system is different. There's different tolerances in our hardware. We could have identical systems. I could be experiencing a problem that somebody else is not. That is why I am making this video, to try to show you guys how to get the most out of your system. So first things first, we're going to pull up all these results and we're going to talk about them a little bit. As you can see, 457.51 definitely yielded better results. I did test this driver in game and I noticed quite a few stutters, especially in the pre-game lobby. It just felt worse than actual 457.30. In my opinion, it felt worse. But that's on my system. I don't know how it's going to feel in your system. That's why you guys need to do this on your computer. Now, 466.11. Done with HD textures off, we are back to what I would expect or what I've had for the previous amount of time playing this game. This last patch seemed to have caused some issues on my computer, and the game just hasn't been running as good. So we had 333.7 overall, 230.8, and then 181 on the 0.1%. Not bad at all. This is pretty good because this stress test in creative is pretty hard on the system, and I will post the one that I used and the one I'm about to show you and how to capture it right now. So we're going to start it. This is what CapFrameX looks like when you're in game. You got all your GPU load and your temperatures and everything up there. So once you get in the map and you start going, you're going to hit F10.
Capture started.
Capture started. And away we go. Now, this test is going to suck in comparison to the ones I just showed you because we have OBS going right now with NVENC running at an encoder of 50,000 bits, which you got to think. Twitch uses 8,000, right, to stream. We are using 50,000. So this is a huge performance hit. So the newest one is right there. We expect it to be at the bottom. But even at 50,000, these results are still better for the most part than 457.30 and 466.11 with HD textures. That is how much HD textures suck. Don't use them. They suck. I cannot stress that enough, right? Now, the other thing that you might want to do when you're going to compare your own data is under the GPU description. That's where I changed the name. So you can see on the side here, like right here, where's my mouse? Right there. We got all the names, 3080, 466.11 test 2. So you can name it whatever you want. 466.11 OBS NVENC. You can name it whatever you want, right? And then you save it, or under the comment, you can also put 466.111 NVENC, whatever you want to name it. And then it puts it under the comment here. But then on your chart, you can now see what you were looking at in comparison to your data. It makes it a lot easier for you to find out the information that you want when you're going over this. So the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is debloating your driver. You can use a program like NV Clean Install or NV Slimmer. I prefer to just do it manually. At least manually, I know that there's nothing weird going on versus trusting a random program on the internet that someone made. Like, even if they're a trusted source, I don't know. To me, it's just a little bit weird. Like, after thinking about this for a while, I was using MV clean install, and then I thought, okay, I learned how to do it from Freethy's videos. It's pretty easy. Like, I should just do it myself. It makes more sense. So you're going to need 7-zip. You're going to 7-zip extract files, and then it's going to put it in the folder format like what we see there. Now, the only thing is, if you use Shadowplay or you capture clips with your NVIDIA drivers, this won't work for you. You're better to just run the driver with all the bloat. Okay, so we go into the full driver. We're going to Control A. We're going to keep the driver, GeForce Experience, and then the NVL12, and these bottom 4. Everything else goes bye-bye. See you later. Now we go into GeForce Experience. All we need is privacy policy from up here and the EULA. Everything else is going to get deleted. Now for under here, the only thing that we need to keep is license. Everything else is going bye-bye. Going bye-bye. So that's what your folder should look like. This right here. Okay. Now we're going to create a shortcut off of setup. You're going to go into properties on this shortcut. After exe, you're going to go space /s. This is going to let it run in silent mode. And you're going to run that one. If you run setup, it will install Ansel, and Ansel is a pain in the ass to get rid of. So that's all you got to do. Now, the other thing that you need to do before you just go running this driver, make sure you DDU your drivers in safe mode to get rid of any corruption in the registry keys or anything that might cause some issues with the drivers. This program is great. You just got to run it in safe mode, which you just shift-click to restart. That is all I have for you guys. If this helped you, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm only here to try to help you guys. I don't like getting comments like, hey, this video is useless, man. Go yourself. Like, I'm just here to try to help. Like, I'm just trying to give you guys information. I mean, like, I run into these issues just as much as you guys. If you guys are having issues with your game, I guarantee you someone else out there is having issues with their game. The only problem is not everybody is tech savvy, and not everybody has the willpower to try to get to the root cause of these problems and fix them. People, like, you know, it's difficult. It's not easy if you don't have the knowledge. So knowledge is power, guys.